Thank you for calling Rent-A-Car. How can I help you? Hey man, I'm sorry man. I really should have looked at where I was going. Whoa. Okay. Hold on. What exactly is going on? Okay, so I rented a car from you guys yesterday, right? But I might have gotten into a little accident with it. I'm really sorry, man. Oh no. Okay, well listen, don't worry about it, man. Okay, this happens all the time. But I just need to know, how bad is the damage on the vehicle, though? Well, I mean, it's not really too bad. I mean, it's just like the hood of the car. So I rear-ended someone. So yeah, that's like all the damage. Oh, okay. So just the hood of the car. Okay, got it. Well, listen, as long as you're okay, we can just replace the car. You know what I mean? We can't replace you. We'll replace the car. Look, let me just get insurance involved. Oh, actually, do you know the make and model of the other vehicle involved in the accident? Yeah. So I'm not too good with like cars or car names or anything like that. So I really don't know, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries, man. Do you kind of know what it looks like? Can you maybe describe it to me? Yeah, for sure. Let me see. Okay. Well, I mean, it looks pretty nice. I don't know if that's what you want to hear or anything, but I mean, it looks nice. Oh wait, actually, I think it's an Acura. Yeah, I think it's an Acura. Oh, it's an Acura. Okay. And what made you realize that it was an Acura? Well, I'm looking at the front of this car, and it has that like same A logo as the car that I rented from you guys, right? You know, like the Acura logo. So I'm assuming it's an Acura. It looks really nice though. Gotcha. Okay, well, honestly, man, you kind of picked a pretty good car to get into an accident with. You know what I mean? Not that it's a good thing or anything like that, but Acuras are really nice cars. But it's better than getting into an accident with like a BMW or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But are you sure these aren't as much as like a BMW or anything like that? Because this one looks really nice, man. Oh, well, it varies, man. You know, Acura has like a lot of SUVs. They have sedans and stuff like that. Oh, speaking of which, is it a sedan or is it an SUV? Well, what kind of Acura is it? Yeah, let me see. So it's definitely not an SUV, right? Or a sedan, because I think sedans are 4 doors, right? But I think it's a sports car because there's only 2 doors on this one. Oh, okay. Well, if it's a 2-door, then it must be Acura's like sportier models, which in that case, it's still not too bad. You know what I mean? Because wait, what Acura has a 2-door? Oh, hold on, man. On the Acura, are there like any, I don't know, like any badges or like stickers or anything on the car that you can tell me? All right, let me take a look. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm not seeing much on this car, man. Oh wait, actually, hold on. On the door, like on the side, there's a, what does that say? That's really tiny, but it's like a little sticker that says Type S. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but Type S, Type S. Oh, it's an Integra. Okay, listen, man, you managed to get into an accident with one of Acura's, like, I guess, like sportier models, but don't worry, it's still better than getting into an accident with a Mercedes. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I still can't wrap my head around that, man, because this one right here, it looks really nice. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like better than Mercedes. Well, I can tell you right now that Integras are really. Wait, Integra's a 4-door, not a 2-door. But if it's not an Integra, then that would mean.